Now we're going to cover the basic movement. So I've got my stance already. Now we need to look at how to hold our body weight correctly and how to move efficiently. When you're making a fist, we are initially starting off with a looking bare knuckle. You want to be wrapping the thumb over the front two knuckles, keeping everything in nice and tight, and always making sure the front two knuckles are aligned with the wrist correctly. Okay. Obviously, if we're this way or we're this way when we're hitting, we're going to damage your wrist. Okay. The guard itself, I want to be picking my arms up, keeping the elbows in tight, turning my upper body slightly sideways on to offer up less of a target, and dropping my chin so I'm looking through my eyebrows. Okay, should be able to see like a dark line across the top of my vision if I've got this right. This way I'm protecting the throat and the point of the jaw, which are the main sort of vital points and the most likely points to cause a knockout if struck. Okay, the top of the head, etc., a little bit more hardy, a little bit more resilient. I've got my 45-degree stance, the front foot at 12, the back foot at 2, a diagonal line between my heels. I now need to take the weight off my heels onto the balls of my feet. And I'm going to be projecting forwards and back, but keeping my centre of gravity underneath me at all times. I don't really want to be basing my feet except for at the moment of impact, which we'll cover again in a moment. Obviously, if I'm stood flat-footed with my weight planted, I'm a much easier target. It's going to take a lot more effort for me to accelerate from this position with my techniques. It's going to compromise my speed, my power, etc. So I need to be mobile. When I'm pushing backwards and forwards and I talk about keeping my centre of gravity underneath me, centre of gravity is the point at the centre of the hips. So if you say go 3 inches down and 3 inches in from your navel, that's approximately centre of gravity. I want to keep the top of my head over that point. I don't want to be leant forward or leaning backwards. And when I'm pushing forwards and back with my feet, I'm not rocking from foot to foot like a seesaw type motion. What I'm doing, weight starts off on the back leg, I pick my front foot up slightly, I push off the back leg, I project forward and drag the back leg behind me. Weight's now on the front leg, I pick the back foot up, push off the front leg and project backwards, dragging the front leg back behind me. At all times, I make sure that I am not allowing my feet to come into line, so I'm not standing in tandem, and I'm not allowing my feet to come parallel either. So from here, all I'm looking to do, weight on the balls of the feet, pushing forwards and backwards, heels off the ground, to increase my movement. Now, in actual fact, I'd very rarely move forwards or backwards in straight lines. If I was moving forwards off the jab, for instance, I'd be moving forwards and through my target on a 45-degree angle, travelling with my body weight through the shot. Whether I'm throwing a right hand or whether I'm throwing the right leg, I need to be driving forwards and through the target. Likewise, if I'm moving backwards, my opponent can move forwards a lot quicker than I can move backwards. So I'm not going to move back in a straight line unless I'm trying to deliberately draw him on. That is a tactic, it's more of an advanced tactic. But as a basic rule, again, I'd move off at a 45-degree angle. When I'm using angles, whichever direction I'm turning, that foot moves first. So if I had an opponent attacking in an orthodox stance, I want to be moving away from their strong side, so the centre line of the body, I want to be slightly to the right of their centre line if they are a right-handed fighter. Obviously for a southpaw, that's reversed. As they move forwards, I would never take more than 2 steps straight back. I'd always be looking to shift round at an angle. If I'm moving to the right, my right foot would move first and my left foot would follow, stepping off point, but still in my 45-degree stance. Again, coming back to the basics, never putting my feet in tandem and never putting my feet parallel.